Welcome back to the golden age of Hollywood. The 1980s gave us blockbuster queens who were drop-dead gorgeous, insanely talented, and totally unforgettable. Today we're celebrating the 30 most beautiful actresses of that iconic decade. We'll reveal their current age, biggest roles, major awards, and the lucky partners in their real-life love stories. Get ready for glamour, nostalgia, and a few surprises. Let's jump right in. Helen Mirren, 80 years old, the elegant queen of the screen, best known for The Queen and the Prime Suspect series. Winner of 1 Oscar, 4 Emmys, and multiple BAFTAs. Happily married to director Taylor Hackford since 1997. Michelle Pfeiffer, 67 years old, the ultimate 80s bombshell in Scarface and Catwoman in Batman Returns. Multiple Golden Globe and Oscar nominations. Married to producer David E. Kelley since 1993. Jessica Lange, 76 years old, mesmerizing in Tootsie and Blue Sky, plus American Horror Story, 2 Oscars and 3 Emmys. Long-term partner was actor Sam Shepard until his passing in 2017. Jodie Foster, 63 years old, from child star in Taxi Driver to powerhouse in The Silence of the Lambs, 2 Oscars. Married to photographer Alexandra Hedison since 2014. Meryl Streep, 76 years old, the greatest of her generation, shining in Sophie's Choice and The Devil Wears Prada. Record 3 Oscars and countless nominations. Long married to sculptor Don Gummer, they separated in 2017 after nearly 40 years but remain close. Sigourney Weaver, 76 years old, the fearless heroine of the Alien franchise. Multiple Oscar and Golden Globe nominations. Married to theater director Jim Simpson since 1984. Demi Moore, 63 years old, sexy icon in Ghost and Indecent Proposal. Golden Globe nominations. Currently single and embracing life after past high-profile relationships. Sissy Spacek, 76 years old, hauntingly beautiful in Carrie, an Oscar-winning coal miner's daughter, 1 Oscar. Happily married to director Jack Fisk since 1974. Brooke Shields, 60 years old, stunning in The Blue Lagoon. Married to producer Chris Henchy since 2001. Winona Ryder, 54 years old, indie darling in Beetlejuice and later Stranger Things. 1 Golden Globe, 2 Oscar nominations. In a long-term relationship with designer Scott McKinley-Hahn since 2011. Sharon Stone, 67 years old, explosive in Basic Instinct. 1 Golden Globe and Oscar nomination. Currently single. Kim Cattrall, 69 years old, iconic as Samantha in Sex and the City. 1 Golden Globe. Recently married to Russell Thomas in December 2025. Angelica Huston, 74 years old, aristocratic beauty in Prizzy's Honor. 1 Oscar. Widowed after marriage to sculptor Robert Graham, who passed in 2008. Daryl Hannah, 65 years old, the mermaid in Splash and warrior in Kill Bill. Married to music legend Neil Young since 2018. Linda Carter, 74 years old, eternal Wonder Woman. Widowed after her beloved husband, lawyer Robert Altman, passed in 2021. Bo Derek, 69 years old, perfect 10 in the iconic film 10. Married to actor John Corbett since 2020. Mary Steenburgen, 72 years old, sweet charm in Back to the Future Part 3, 1 Oscar. Married to actor Ted Danson since 1995. Deborah Winger, 70 years old, passionate in An Officer and a Gentleman. 3 Oscar nominations. Married to actor Arliss Howard since 1996. Joan Collins, 92 years old, glamorous queen of Dynasty. Married to Percy Gibson since 2002. Phoebe Cates, 62 years old, dream girl in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Married to actor Kevin Kline since 1989. Molly Ringwald, 57 years old, teen queen in The Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink. Married to writer Panio Giannopoulos since 2007. Jennifer Grey, 65 years old, beloved as Baby in Dirty Dancing. Previously married to actor Clark Gregg, divorced 2021. Bridget Nielsen, 62 years old, towering beauty in Red Sonja. Married to Mattia Dissi since 2006. Mariel Hemingway, 64 years old, natural grace in Manhattan. In a relationship with Bobby Williams since 2011. Vanessa Williams, 62 years old, trailblazing in Ugly Betty. Previously married to Jim Scripp, divorced 2021. Catherine O'Hara, 71 years old, comedy genius in Home Alone and Schitt's Creek. 1 Emmy, 1 Golden Globe. Married to production designer Bo Welch since 1992. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, 64 years old, hilarious as Elaine in Seinfeld and in Veep. Record 11 Emmys. Married to Brad Hall since 1987. Frances McDormand, 68 years old, raw talent in Fargo and Nomadland, 3 Oscars, married to director Joel Coen since 1984. Christy McNichol, 63 years old, star of Little Darlings, 2 Emmys, in a long-term relationship with Marty Allen. Kim Basinger, 72 years old, seductive Bond girl and Oscar winner for LA Confidential, in a relationship with hairstylist Mitch Stone since 2014. These incredible women of the 1980s prove that true beauty and talent only grow stronger with time. Their love stories, filled with passion, endurance, and inspiration, remind us why we fell in love with them in the first place. Who's your favorite from this iconic era? Drop it in the comments below, share your memories, and hit that like button if this brought back the 80s magic. Subscribe for more celebrity journeys through the decades. Thanks for watching, see you next time.